We are going to get some cards today from the Light Seers Tarot. This is one of those decks where I don't read reversals and I generally just read the artwork on the cards and not necessarily the card meaning. So if that's a problem for you, you can go. So let's find out what story it is that we need to hear today. I already shuffled these cards. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I did. I got the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. He's a contemplative looking emperor. He's holding a chess piece. And we have 5 of Cups. So somebody feeling kind of, I don't know, she looks very like lonely. 5 of Cups is about not necessarily seeing the things that you have that are already full and more focusing on these spilt cups here. So maybe this Emperor is in a spot where he's kind of focusing on losses and not necessarily the things that are still present. And I say him because it's a picture of a man in this card, but that doesn't necessarily mean that this is a reading about a man. What else do we need to know about the Emperor? The world. So something's about to change. So the world is about motion, changing of cycles. So this cycle may be coming to a close with the High Priestess and the Fool on the bottom of the deck. So intuitively knowing that a new adventure, a new beginning of some sort is on the way. Tell me more about why we need to know about this. The Hanged Man is in a place of indecision or trying to see things from a new perspective. We also have Death and Rebirth on the bottom of the deck. So yeah, see, it's like definitely the start of a new cycle of some kind. Potentially in regards to something emotional. We've got the 9 of Cups on the bottom too. What else? The 9 of Cups is like a very significant card in a different deck that I have, the Star Spinner Tarot. That one usually comes out with the 10 of coins for some reason. There's like 2 separate energies. Like the 9 of Cups is one person, and the 10 of coins is a different person. They're like 2 distinct energies. And the last time I did a card reading with that deck, the Emperor did come out in conjunction with the 10 of coins person. So this could be like feeling a sense of indecision or seeing things from a new perspective regarding death and rebirth in a connection with this 9 of Cups person. So the Fool seems to suggest that there might need to be like the need for a like a leap of faith. This one to me specifically reads as like a trust fall. It's actually one of my favorite Fool cards in all of the tarot decks that I have. And then we have 3 of Cups, which is about community and coming together. So these people are maybe gonna come back together here. And so we got 7 of Pentacles sticking out in the deck here. It was flipped around. So growing something new, and Pentacles suggests maybe they're working on some sort of project that's going to lead to some sort of business or financial gain of some kind. Is there anything that's preventing this from coming in, or any blockages that need to be removed before this can take place? the Magician. So, I mean, it's simply like a I was thinking about this card, Three of Swords. There's like a heartbreak energy about this, and also Seven of Swords. So, heartbreak because of betrayal, but the Magician here is manifesting something. What is the Magician manifesting? There have been a couple of other readings recently that were about betrayal and heartbreak. The Magician is manifesting the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of tater tots, if we're being Minnesotan about it. It is not just a serving, it is the entire hot dish. Queen of Cups, somebody who is loving, caring, and emotionally well balanced. An Eight of Wands, so this change is taking place rapidly. Taking place rapidly. Chariot on the bottom of the deck. The Eight of Wands and the Chariot are two of the fastest moving cards in the tarot. So, yeah, this change, there's going to be a shift here in this energy. What was heartbreak and betrayal is going to result in, you know, the new perspective, shift in perspective. Somebody's going to come back around, and there's going to be like a greater sense of community and a lot to celebrate here. And this change is coming very, very quickly. Any final thoughts? Anything else that we are missing? This is my favorite card. No, it's not my favorite card, but it's like a very funny card to me to see this Five of Swords. There have been multiple times where I've read this card and said, you know, you might be having a headache, and they're like, I'm literally having a headache right now. So somebody could be dealing with a lot of headaches at this point in time. I forgot the question that I asked. Oh yeah, like what is going to be the result of this? We've got Seven of Pentacles, so growing something, which reminds me of that regeneration card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. And is there anything else we need to know about this connection? Nine of Swords, that's feeling very, very burdened. Why is that relevant? Somebody feeling burdened now? Is this going to allow them to release a lot of pain? Move through the pain? Knight of Wands. So that's pretty celebratory. Knight of Wands is somebody who has a lot of creative energy, a lot of enthusiasm, good ideas, artistic in a way. There's a horse here in the background. So like moving out of pain and into more of a creative, free-spirited sort of energy. Two of Pentacles, about balancing between, you know, thoughts and reality. The Hermit. That card came out last time too, so like it was about, you know, this person's feeling sort of isolated, kind of in a restful place right now. This was in regards to that Nine of Cups energy, and then the Nine of Swords was heavily associated with the Ten of Coins guy. Got so many cards out here. Let's shuffle again. Oh, the Lovers. This is a very like intense like emotional, like soulful connection between these two, the Emperor and the Lovers again. Any final thoughts about this connection, where it's headed, what we can expect? We got Knight of Wands again, so an increase in creativity in the beginning of a new cycle. Those are the two cards that came out before, and then Queen of Pentacles. So just feeling very like confident in yourself, confident in your finances. Here's Mr. Emperor again. So yeah, like if this comes to fruition and this new cycle begins, it's going to help both of these people like reach like a higher version of themselves, and then just find a lot of balance and again new perspectives. So all right, yeah, that seems pretty positive. I mean, obviously there are some issues that need to be worked through with the, you know, the Nine of Swords, and the Seven of Swords and the Three of Swords, like the betrayal and the heartbreak. But somebody's going to have to make a judgment call here about what is actually worth pursuing and what is not. So there you have it. Enjoy.